All right.
Hi, I'm Mijke from Austria, Europe, and I'm on my mission to smash stereotypes.
And I am Banks Helfrich, and I am in Florida, United States, and I am here to listen to Mijke smash stereotypes. I'll start with my question, right? Want to start with my question? The one I told you?
Question. Yes, you wear the black today.
Okay. Okay, Mijke, so love. Do you I mean, we're in our 50s. Do you have the energy and the time and the effort for love now? I mean, is that something that you really want? I mean, because you have to put so much work and effort and work is the word. You have to work at it. So is that something that you want now? Peppers. I'm cutting peppers today. Yeah. And what is this? Hibiscus from my garden. So do you want, I mean, are you ready to work hard at it for love now?
You cut the lettuce or the fruits, and I have to do a little surgery on this question because I don't like the word hard and work and want in a combination with love. So you can't work on love. You can work on a relationship. You can work that there will be some good energy, that you keep good energy. You can work on that so that you can work on yourself, that you don't destroy love you experience. But you can't work on love itself. It's like you can't want the sunrise, or you can't work on having the moon shine, or you can work on making the birds sing, or you can want them to sing. Not their parrot at home, you can train him, but I don't want to be a parrot. So
okay.
Love is the opposite of hard work. It's a natural, beautiful energy that can occur, but you can't buy it, gain it, have it, pull on it, or want it. You can want it.
Okay. All right. Let me rephrase it then. In a relationship, you and I are dating, let's say, okay? And the longer we hang out together, love can happen. We can fall in love. Yes? Can we fall in love? Okay. So
I don't know yet.
all right. So let's just say the possibility that we can fall in love, that we do. I mean, the progression of our relationship is we're dating, we're getting to know each other. It's easy, it's fun. I love hanging out with you. You love hanging out with me. We do stuff together. We go places. We go to the castle. We go to the farmer's market. We do stuff. You come here to the United States. I go there to Austria. At some point, well, maybe not, you and I hanging out together, I'm going to find some things I don't like about you. Yes? Or you're going to find some things you don't like about me. So my question is, how do you, that is work. You have to deal with that if you want the relationship to continue going.
So yes, you can say I want to work on it. Yeah, I want to work on myself, on my issues with your behavior or with your things you like. So it's a thing I can work with myself uh, and think about it, or put energy in it, or put some effort in it. But it's not it's not love. Love doesn't change. So if we are in, or we fall in love, that's completely different. But because this is a chemical thing, so if we are in love, like love, like this heart thing, this boop boop boop, that is the different thing. That's chemistry. That's um, a a nice thing that your brain constructs, and there's also some fantasies your brain constructs. Then you get all the right hormones in your blood to uh, get closer to each other, so your body stops to um, keep distance, and you want to get closer to each other, and that's falling in love. So there's a different kind of love. Maybe when you're out of that, and normally couples experience it for 1 year, 2 years, some for 3 years, then it's over, all the chemistry is gone, and then it it turns out if it is love, or it was just falling in love, and it was just biochemistry. So if you are still together after 4 5 years, 10 years, some hardship, everything, then you can talk about being in a loving relationship. But also when a relationship ends, you can still love the other person. So it's not that romantic love, it's not the relationship thing, you don't want to be together, but you can go to neutral, you can even go to hate. But I think when you go to the negativity, there is still some other emotion working on that. So you have to be clear with yourself what it is. And I think if we would date, so that would be very expensive, all the flights from Florida to Austria and back. And if there would be no pandemic and no restrictions and all that not so funny things happening at the moment, well, it's a little bit picture fairy tale you talk about for me.
Okay, okay. Let me interject. So, okay, in this world we live in, let's just create our relationship. Let's create our dating slash fall in love relationship. Okay, how does that happen? I mean, and you can use your past experience with other men. I can use my past experience with other women. I just see that it begins that, oh my gosh, I want to hang out with her, and oh my gosh, she is a lot of fun. Wow, I would like to know her more. I would like to text her more. I'd like to reach out to her more. I'd like to reach out. I'd like to reach out. You are that person, let's say. Now I want to hang out with you. Like, what are you doing Friday night? What are you doing Thursday night? What are you doing Saturday night? What are you doing Sunday? When can we hang out again? When can we go see a movie together? When can we go to the beach, maybe go kayaking? Now, that at some point turns into something more than like I really want to commit myself to this person. I want to say, hey, Mijke, you're the one. I want to hang out with you. You want to move in with me? You want to try, you want to take a bold move, you want to try something big, like love. Like, let's try love.
Well, the first part you explained was falling in love. So if there is a wish for getting more time and more energy of the other person, that's falling. That's biochemistry in your brain. So yeah, that's also nice state too. And This is the part of the beginning of a relationship where there is not so much work on it,
Right.
but it can turn, or most people hope that it turns, or it grows into love. But it can be normal is not the best word for love, but it can be love without all that wanting and working and all that things. So you can say, well, she's cool, or she's nice, so she's a person I want to be around. She's good company. I like her energy and I love her. So there is not so much drama behind it.
Okay. Okay. However, I mean, you've been in relationships before where they've gotten difficult. At that point, do you say, I don't want it anymore, I'm throwing in the towel, which means I don't want to do this anymore? Or do you say, okay, let's sit down and let's work at this relationship. This relationship is important enough for me that I want you still in my life. How do we keep this so that you're still in my life? Even if it's just friends. I mean, even if we get to a point where you're like, I can't love you anymore as a romantic person, or as a couple, I can love you as a friend. How do we work on it to keep each other in each other's lives?
Oh, that's very simple, because there is not so much work. It's just a question of respect, just respecting the other person's personality or character traits, or how fully accept the other person. It's the same in friendship. So I I cut a lot of friendships already, because I I didn't feel that I can be fully me. So I don't wanna please. I don't wanna play a role. I just wanna be how I be, and I'm okay. So um, if you wanna be my friend, just let me be myself.
Okay. Are you yourself when you're around me?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
always myself. So I have some behavior discussions, because there are a lot of people who say, Mikey, you can't say that. Don't psh, 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 don't say that. That will kill your career. Or please shut up. Um, Nobody should know that, or nobody should hear that. And I said, why not? I mean, I I don't say something cruel. I just say how I view the world, or how I experience some ongoing. And when I say, well, this person lies on me, why shouldn't I say that? Sorry, but um, maybe I'm a little bit hard with that sometimes, and that makes some people uncomfortable. So when they say shh, shh, just nobody, in the yeah, in some surroundings, let's say it like that, they
Right.
say um, the walls have ears. I don't know if you have the same expression. So I
Yeah.
think it's a very cruel um, side of life, because it comes from the war and from all the times,
Oh.
really from all the times, but it's still a fear out of all those war experiences from our parents and grandparents. They always shushed and said, don't say that too loud, the wall have ears. And I don't want to live in that fear. So sometimes, well, I say a little bit too much, and that could be some some issue when you're a friend with me, so you don't have to agree, and you don't have to stay with me, but you're not allowed to restrict me. So you're not allowed to shush me. So if you do
Right.
that, I will quit. I will leave. So I won't say a lot. I won't explain it, but I would avoid your company for the future, because
I see.
for me it's important to express yourself, and I'm not the loudest and not the hardest, but I want to show some things that are not doing good in society.
Right. Right. I get it. When you come to a point in a relationship with someone and you accept them for who they are, okay? And that means for whatever they say. And I think that's what I think it is. I think it's unconditional love. Like, I'm going to love you no matter what. Okay. You get to a point in a relationship, and when you get to that point, you realize, oh my gosh, I want this person in my life for the rest of my life. Now, in the rest of my life, do I want her romantically or friendship? I want her in my life, period. So how do I do that? How do I keep her in my life? If the romance ends, I have to continue to nurture that relationship to make sure that she's in my life, because she's too valuable. I mean, too valuable. She enriches my life. So I guess what I'm saying is, you've been through a divorce, I've been through a divorce. And basically in that, you say, okay, I want out of this relationship. You did, I mean, at that moment you have a choice. You could say, I want out, or you know what, how can we make this happen? How can we make this happen and still stay together? And that's what I'm talking about. Work. It's work. When you make up your mind to, like, I'm at this crossroads, how do I like say I'm moving on, or make it happen? My towel fell. Oh, by the way,
So this
that's
was,
for you.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's for you. Okay. All right. So, I mean, you're saying if it's too much work, get out. That's what you're saying. It's
So you sell up the horse from the backside. So we are already at the landing. Yeah, there is no discussion about an ending when you start. So I married because I wanted my marriage for my whole life. So I didn't think of an end. And the end came naturally because there were two different views of what it meant to be married, and these views changed over the decades. So I wanted to get into my true self, and he didn't like my true self. So there was not so much work to do, because if somebody doesn't like you anymore, yeah, you have to accept it. You can work on it. And when somebody says, okay, there is no interest in your person anymore, so maybe there are some quarrels or discussions where the not me, it wasn't me, but where the man expresses his well, that he's not interested in my personal development, or in my view, or in my how I behave, or whatever. Well, what should I work on? So it's just he made a decision, I accepted the decision, so that was it.
I see. Guess what?
But
I'm
is this
done. I'm done chopping up the the peppers, which
Oh,
means our time is up. So
really?
see you next. Yes, I know it goes by so fast. So we'll see you. Be next week, right? It'll be
Yes.
next week. All right.
Cheers.
Bye bye. Oh yeah. Cheers.